Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I have some very exciting Erin Condren products to share with you. If you've been in the community, you've been watching, you probably know that the Life Planner launch just happened and they're doing things a little bit differently this year, and it is now time for the Erin Condren Teacher Planner launch, which is usually before the Life Planners, but they reversed those this year. And so I am really excited to share these with you because Erin Condren teacher planners are what first kind of introduced me to the planner community years ago. I had a teacher planner before I had a life planner, and I've used one every year ever since. So if all goes as planned, as you're watching this, it should be a Tuesday, and yesterday I shared a plan with me on my channel in the Erin Condren teacher planner. So if you're interested in seeing how I plan in my teacher planner at work, that might be a video you want to watch, and I will link that below. As always, we will jump right into things. I will tell you, when I opened my box, I was like, oh, I was not expecting this. A lot of you are going to be happy. I chose the focused collection to share with you guys, so we will look at both of those, and I will also compare it to last year's focus planner because that's what I've been using at work this year. So if you're interested in seeing the Erin Condren focus teacher planner line, keep watching. Okay, so let's jump into this. Yes, you are seeing this correctly. There is a 7x9 teacher planner this year. So I will quickly show you this other softbound version. It is also in the focus line, and then I am using the 7x9, 8.5x11 focus teacher planner from last year. So we'll kind of compare and contrast this year's design to last year's design, even though this one is an 8.5x11 and this one is a 7x9. But there are some similarities and differences aside from the size, obviously. So we will look at planners first, and then I have a bunch of notepads to show you and some other accessories from the focused collection that I think you're gonna love. First up, the focused teacher planner in the softbound. This is in the color Camel. It does go from July to June. It has 194 pages and is vegan leather. This planner is actually an 8x10 planner. And then of course it doesn't have the coil. I've used one of these before as one of my lesson planners. Looks like the front information is the same if you're familiar with these. So you have a place for all your classroom information and resources. I use this for my passwords. And then if you have volunteers or other people or events coming up in your classroom, you can log that there. I really like these 2 pages. These are communication logs. As a special ed teacher and now as a special ed administrator, I like to document when and how I am talking to parents, if that issue is resolved, and how we are moving forward. You also get a year at a glance, which is an academic year, which is nice. So you have July 2022 all the way through December 2023. And then you have your 12-month boxes. I can tell you, as a special ed teacher, I use these to log all of my annual due dates, my triennial dates, which happen every 3 years, as well as my students' birth dates, and when they turned 18, because there's special stuff that has to happen for that. So this page was really useful for me as a special education teacher. You have some pages of graph paper. When I did sponsorships like National Honor Society, I would keep all of that information on a page. I've also used these for seating charts and other things like that. You have a 2-page holiday spread that starts in July and ends on New Year's Eve, it looks like. And then you're going to jump into your monthly pages. So you have this book starts in July. You have a notes page, your dates to remember in July, your 2-page monthly spread, which has the previous month in the top left and the upcoming month in the top right, along with a notes column section. And then you turn your page and you'll open up to your dated daily lesson plans. So it looks like your columns are the same. You have 7 columns. This one is a little bit different. It's just a lined section. So you could use that however you need it to work for your classroom. But those pages will repeat for the month, and they are dispersed by month. So in the old teacher planners, it used to have all of your months together and then all of your lesson planning pages together. That has not been the case the past couple of years. So you can see this ends on Friday the 29th, and then you'll turn your page getting ready for August. You'll have your 2 notes pages, your monthly August page, and then you'll have all of your lesson plan pages for the month of August. Now that is going to repeat for the remainder of the book. And then when you get to the end, let's see, your last month will be June of 2023. You'll have your month page, just like always, your lesson plan pages, and then you're going to jump into notes pages. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 10 lined notes pages, followed by several sheets of your student checklist, and you get a 2-page spread, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, or 16 single pages. I can tell you, being a special ed teacher with high caseload numbers and then even low caseload numbers, I never ran out of student checklist pages. I think the amount that they have are ample. Of course, everyone is different. That's just from personal experience. And then you get to the back of the book, and it's this lovely pinstripe gray background. So that is a very quick look at the Softbound 8x10 version. And now we're going to take a look at something brand new, which is the 7x9 teacher planner. So when I opened my box, I was shocked to see that this was a 7x9 planner. When we got to pick or apply for the collaboration, I picked the box that was the focused theme, but I swore that it said 8.5 by 11 on it. But surprise, it's not. It's 7x9, which is totally cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. I know a lot of you have been asking for a smaller 7x9 size of the teacher planner. So I know some people out there right now are doing a happy dance. You will notice that it is definitely the focus theme because you still have that pinstripe over here. It's beautiful. You have neutral black and white tabs over here, which are just stunning. You open the book up to this teacher lesson planner page, and then you're going to see that the insides are very similar to the planner that I just showed you, except that it's obviously smaller and on a coil. So you have those same All About Me classroom information pages, tabbed as the contact pages with the communication log, and then your 2022-23 calendar page is also tabbed. Your yearly plan is the next tab. You get your graph pages next, just as in the Softbound planner, followed by your holidays, and then a notes page, and then you jump in to the sections that will be repeating through the planner. So this looks very familiar too. Your notes page and notes section with dates to remember at the bottom. You turn to your tabbed monthly page, which also has the previous month and the upcoming month in the upper left and right hand corner. Your typical month view spread with your notes column along the side. And then you turn to your planning pages. So these planning pages are just like the 8.5 by 11 focused planner, except they are scaled down. So you'll still have your dated section over here, 3 columns for planning on the left, 3 columns for planning on the right, with an additional lined column. through those. And then at the end of the month, you get 2 lined notes. Ooh, another lined notes page. I wonder if that's an accident. We'll have to see as we flip through this. So lined notes, and then you jump into your next month. So let's see if that pattern repeats. Okay, so we have the end of August, lined notes, and then your next monthly. So it looks like that is going to be the pattern throughout the rest of the book. And as I'm filming this, I don't have my info sheet from the company with me. So all of my price points, when I know about them, I'll put in the description below, as well as all of the other options. So I don't know if the other interior designs will come in a 7x9 or what that's going to look like, but I will definitely share that below with you. But let's go through all the months. This is an academic start again in July. So it will go all the way until June as your last month. And then you will have those 2 lined note pages to finish up the month of June. And then you move into your tabbed checklist section. And you have 8 of these checklist double page spreads in here as well. So it looks like the difference between the coiled version and the softbound version is that on the softbound, all your notes pages are at the end of your book, and in the coil bound, they're all dispersed for those 2 pages at the end of each month. Now let's just talk about the focused cover. There are several to choose from. This is in the, I think it's called the Half Moon Sand design. It is beautiful. It does have a gold foiling on it. I think it looks really professional. Some people like the fun creative colors. Some of us have been asking for a more administrative or professional looking line. Okay, very quickly, let's just compare the 7x9 focused to the 8.5x11. And I do want to mention that this is last year, so it's not the new updated one. This one is the new updated one, but I can't show you all of the pages because I have been using this for work and it has confidential information. I do not have anything in it yet for December 2022, so we'll take a look at that compared to the December layout in this planner. So very similar, basically just a scaled down version. And then your planning pages look the same as well. Again, just a scaled down version. So I'm very curious if you are going to be choosing the 8.5x11 or the 7x9. If you want to share with me what you're thinking, I would love to hear. I love hearing all of your guys' thoughts, so drop a comment below which route you are going. We are going to jump into accessories now, and since they are all focused line, they are going to harmonize, which is Erin Condren's kind of theme for this launch season. They're all going to work together. The first one is this pack of 2. This one is a project planning notepad, and it's kind of in that grayish blue color, very neutral looking. You have project details, objectives, start date, end date, milestones, and it feels like the same paper that is used in the planners. And then the other notepad in this collection, or just your daily, weekly, a nice open area down here. And then this is really cool. It's like a checklist that you could use for habit tracking or a mini calendar. All right, the next notepad I'm going to show you is a little bit larger, and it has a note from with a line, your name, date, and then down here you can mark what the note is in regard to, and then add your notes, put your signature, and then have the parent return with their signature. I can tell you every year that they've had these available, I have purchased these and I customize them with their name up here for teacher appreciation gifts. And I know the teachers that my son has had still use those frequently. I see them out on their desks all the time. So it's a great teacher appreciation gift, or if you're a teacher, obviously you can pick them up for yourself. And I'm not sure if you'll be able to personalize the focus line, but if they bring back the other, like Erin Condren signature line, if they do the colorful harmony or any of those, I'm guessing you will be able to customize those. But again, not sure on that quite yet. Check the description, because as I get information, I will update it there. And just as a size comparison, here's this other size. Looks like, we'll do this. This is the 7x9 planner. There's that smaller notepad, 7x9 planner, larger notepad. So you have a couple of different options there. Next up, another larger notepad. This one says class of, and it's for your substitute to report in. So you have the date, the times of activities, reliable students, other teachers, principal, vice principal, secretary. They can mark their absences and tardies here. If the classroom behavior was excellent, good, fair, or poor, what we did today, what we didn't get to, and then notes. So I think this would really be a nice compliment to the teacher planner, because I have seen a lot of people say they don't want to leave their teacher planner out for the substitute teacher to write in, that they're just not comfortable with that. So this would be a nice companion to that. You could, take your teacher planner home with you or put it away and have just this out for your substitute teacher. I can also tell you I was a substitute teacher before I started full-time in my own classroom, and I would have loved to have this on one page where I could leave notes for the teacher regarding the day, especially, who was absent, behaviors, and anything else that came up. So there's another notepad option. I have two final notepads to share with you. Very simple ones. They're even smaller, just a small narrow column that just say week of with a nice checklist option. And then the other one says week of with a nice graph background. Next up, pencil case. This is a new item, at least as far as I can tell. I haven't seen it before, and it is in, of course, the focused line. So it's kind of like a cork board like material with these two brass buttons. Looks like you just pop those open, and then you have room for your ink pens inside. It's a really cute neutral design, almost like a rainbow U-shaped sort of design there. So that is the pencil. They also are launching a couple of sticky notepad sets. Let's take a look at this blue and teal option first. And it tells you get 25 sheets of this one, and then 50 of the little flags. And it is made from 100% recycled paper. Okay, the moment of truth. How sticky are they? And I will also share a little post-it hack that I learned long ago. If this is the post-it note, instead of pulling it up, if you pull it across, it will actually lie flatter on your paper. So, let's see. Yes, definitely sticky. It's not going anywhere. So good quality adhesive. I am glad to see that. And then here's a look at the two smaller pieces in that set. And then on the circle set, you get 25 sheets of the large, 25 sheets of this darker pink, and then 50 sheets of the lighter side. So this one does have kind of like an ivory off-white background with a smaller pink or blush polka dot pattern on the bottom. And then you have your two color of pink semicircles. Next up are the circle paper clip sets. They come in these nice recyclable kind of cardboard material. They pop open, you can pull that elastic off, and then you get 10 of each color, so a total of 30. They are in that semicircle circle pattern that you kind of see recurring throughout the Focus Line collection. It looks like you get a coral color, kind of a lavender, as well as a gold. And then we have the binder clip set, which opens the same way. And you have a set of binder clips in the center, and you get 5 of the teal, 5 of the darker blue, and you also get, I think, let me check, you get 10 of these rubber bands, which are really nice quality. Let's open them up and see how large they are. Very stretchy, good quality. So that is the binder clip and rubber band set. All right, we are going to wrap up with writing utensils. First up is the Heart Dual Tip List marker. This one is in red, and the heart end stamps in red, and the writing side is a fine felt tip black. And of course, we will have to do a little stamping test. They also have dual tip markers. This looks to be in the focused color line. So you have sienna, mauve, wisteria, beige, spruce, and slate blue. And it looks as though the chisel side and the writing side have colored ink. Let's just open one of those up. Here's the fine point side. Oops. And the chisel side. Be a nice highlighter marker option. Next up, we have the dual tip list markers, and on these it is just like a circled checklist stamp instead of the heart, and then on the other side is a fine tip marker, but the marker part writes in black ink. Ooh, I was wrong. I'm glad I flipped this over. So the black is a black check mark, the orchid is a purple X, the navy is a slash, robin is a solid circle, tangerine is an asterisk, and then the coral is an open circle. And I think we'll have to probably end up doing a writing test. All right, last up in my box, I received these ballpoint pens that come as a set of 2. So the barrel on these is kind of a wood material overlaid with a almost like painted on color. This one's a light pink, this one's more of a coral. The barrels have gold hardware. Do they screw off or pull? Just pull off. Yep, I unscrewed part of the actual ink pen. So these are ballpoint pens. Those write really nice, and they complement the theme well, so I could definitely see just popping one of these on your coil and going, especially if you are a ballpoint ink pen user. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Sam, thank you for sending this box my way. You know it's one of my favorite things from Erin Condren to share. It's very near and dear to my heart, and a product that I have used for years as an educator myself. So I am so thankful that I was chosen for the collaboration to share with all of you guys. If you have any questions about anything, including how I use it, the product as a special ed coordinator for our district, that's a pre-K through 12 and 3 different buildings, let me know. I'd be happy to answer those questions for you. And again, I will put updated information on everything, including price points, when I have them. And I hope you guys have fun and enjoy picking out your new teacher planner for the year. Happy planning!